Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. If you guys like the video, make sure to smash the like button. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about RNG. A lot of people always talk about RNG, and for the longest time I didn't even know what it meant. So basically RNG means random number generators. Basically what this means is if everything is predictable in a game that isn't much fun, RNGs or random number generators are a way of introducing a touch of randomness and casualty. You need to spice it up. Basically what it is in a way is just like when you're killing a boss or something like that, for example, it's like a luck that you'll get the drop, right? Or somebody could get it right away. There's another one down here that says, does RNG mean luck? And within the gaming world, RNG has become synonymous with luck. Good RNG equates to good luck and vice versa. Now that you know what it is, let's talk about where it's most commonly found. These are just some things that I found when, Googling RNG. And yeah, because I knew it, like what it meant, but like I didn't exactly know what it stood for, right? And yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing that pretty much most video games, or MMOs anyways, these days have a touch of them in. Now, I'm okay with this, obviously, right? Like, it's good for bossing and doing a ton of things on this game. If it was just like, every time you killed bandos, you had an 100% chance of getting a bandos chest plate, they wouldn't be worth any money, right? But I'm talking about RNG goals that kind of like hold your account back in a way. And like, for example, like I recently just got the Gout tuber to finish the elite Karamja diary, or no, the medium Karamja diary, and it took me a good hour and a half. And I was reading some of the comments on the video, and there's some people that said it took them 8 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours just to get a simple thing done for a diary, right, that a main account can go ahead and buy from the Grand Exchange. Now, RNG, is it even really a thing if you play a main account? Because you could, realistically just go ahead and buy anything. And yes, it is still a thing, you still have a chance, just the same as any other account, to go ahead and get these drops, right? But with main accounts, it's slightly easier because you can just go ahead and buy things. Now, I know the argument is going to be made that you chose to play an Ironman account and you chose to have that difficulty. And yes, I do believe that's still a thing. I just don't like how certain things, they kind of lock behind RNG, right? So, something like pest control or going to get your void, you know the entire time you're at least, making progress when you're going towards getting the whole void set, right? You play like a couple hours, you get a couple 100 points, you buy maybe one item, something like that, and then you're like, okay, I'm 25% done getting my void, right? Or if you want to go get a bandos chest plate, in the same scenario, you spend 10 to 15 hours at bandos, and you don't get the chest plate, and you don't know if you're if you've even like made a dent realistically. The one thing I'm talking about right now is Hydra for myself. I've killed like almost 1,300 Hydra, and I still need to get the claw, and it's a 1 in 1,000, so it's not like I'm extremely dry or anything like that. It's just one of those things that's kind of like holding my account back in a way. And no means am I complaining. I do kind of like the challenge of it, and it's one of those things too, right? Like the more you kill a boss, the better you get at it, the more money you make and stuff like that. But it's a weird thing where I'm at with my account right now, where I want to go ahead and max as quick as possible. And if I got the Dragon Hunter Lance, that would make maxing a lot easier, right? Like I could go to dragons and camp them, I could go to Vorkath and camp them. I could even make Hydra easier to kill for myself. And prayer is one of the skills I wouldn't say holding me back. I think I've got like 96 banked or something like that. I could easily, just camp some more Hydra, camp Vorkath without getting the Lance. But it's something that just makes it so much better that it's kind of like holding me back in a way. Now, the Lance is maybe a bad example, right? Because the Lance is something you do not need to progress your account at all, right? Something like the Gout tuber or the left shield half is something that you need to progress your account in order to actually, complete your account. You could easily get maxed without having a Dragon Hunter Lance, right? But you couldn't easily complete the achievement diary without a Gout tuber or a left shield half. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that I'm thinking of right now. That you need to complete something in this game, even quest items. Now, I can't think of the top of my head, like a quest item, for example, that you act like it takes RNG to get. I'm sure there is some, right? We have that one quest called like Rag and Bone Man, where you have to go ahead and kill like 30 creatures and collect their bones from it. And they're, you know, like a 1 in 10 chance or something like that to get the bone. That's fine, right? But like when it's something like 1 in 1,000 chance, or it just, you don't really, you don't know the chance of something happening, like the Gout tuber. I know it's 1 in 100, but some people, it took them 16 hours or 15 hours to go ahead and get this to complete a medium task. I don't know, it just feels like there should be more options, or things that are like needed in order to actually progress your account, right? Like completing a diary or a quest or something like that. I feel like there shouldn't be that much RNG, locked behind it, right? I'm not a big fan of when they have requirements that either require other people or require RNG in order to go ahead and complete, right? Like that one quest that they released at the end of last year, where you had to complete a Theater of Blood run, right? I was pretty much like, I guess I'm not going to get the quest cape, right? They made it a lot easier and stuff like that, and we were able to get our quest capes, but like that's just like a dumb requirement to put behind something, right? Like in my opinion, right? Now, it makes sense to some people that, to get the quest cape, you should, be able to do every quest in the game, and like if you can't do this quest, then you can't get the quest cape. But I just don't like when they lock things behind requirements like that, right? Like for another example with the achievement diaries, the one is to catch 1,000 chompies, right? The entire time you're catching the chompies, you see the entire time the progress bar, right? You've caught 100 chompies, you've got 200. Okay, you've got 500, you're halfway done, right? And you see yourself making progress. And this is kind of why I've loved skilling and going for maxing so much, because you see the progress the entire time. But then there's that other achievement diary where it's get level 5 in all of the barbarian assault rolls, right? You can see yourself, making progress the whole time, but at the same time, it requires a team of knowledgeable people in order for you to go ahead and complete that diary. Now, I don't really like things when they're locked behind like requirements like this. Now, I know if you spend enough time there, you could easily get it done, but it kind of requires RNG in a way. You need to get teams together, you need people to be online, and it's come to the point where people are paying services to complete an achievement diary task. I'm very lucky that I got my Gout tuber in like an hour and a half. Like if I had to spend 16 hours there, I probably would have, given up and went and done something else. Overall, I'm saying I think there's a time and place for everything. I agree with RNG, and I think it needs to be in this game to keep the game healthy. I think it's good for boss drops and stuff like that. But for, completion of the game and progress in your account for something like an achievement diary or a quest, I don't think it should be kind of locked behind luck, right? And, who's to say? I am an Ironman, and we chose to play the hard game mode, right? We won a challenge and stuff like that. But I don't like the fact that a lot of things are locked behind RNG. Maybe I'm just mad that I haven't gotten my Dragon Hunter Claw yet and turned that into a Lance or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, I really want to go ahead and get that, but I have not been lucky at Hydra at all. And it just kind of made me think the other day too, when I was going to complete that diary, that like, why is this medium diary harder to do than the elite diary? Like realistically, it is. I mean, for me anyways, I already have all the stats requirements, right? But like, if you're a maxed account, right, and you want to go ahead and complete that diary, say it was the day of release, you already had a maxed account, you could easily complete the elite diary, but you're stuck on the medium because it's locked behind luck. I think for chasing items that you want, like expensive items like Twisted Bow and, anything, Bando's armor, stuff like that, I feel like RNG is good, it's balanced, it's, where it should be. It should be, you get lucky on something, or it takes you hundreds of hours if you really want to go ahead and get it. But for progressing your account, why do we have RNG things locked behind it? To me, it just doesn't make sense. You don't really see many things like this on other games, but it's RuneScape and we can't really complain about it. It's just something to talk about and learn a little bit about RNG in this video. I honestly didn't know what it stood for. I knew what it meant, but I just really didn't know the actual definition of it. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and let me know down in the comments what you think of locking quests or achievement diaries behind luck. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.